Good morning. We're back at ya.
It's Friday.
Live. Drew and Dorothy.
From old Alberta.
Dun-dun-dun. Hey.
Like the news? Okay.
So, hope you guys... Oh, are you done?
But that's how it goes on TV. And they have the music in the background. Live at Central Station. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my. Who sounds like that?
The TV broadcasters. Live.
I don't think anything sounds like that.
It does on TV.
Hi, Chantel.
Hi, Chantel.
Good morning. That was like synchronized.
I know,
almost.
it wasn't even planned.
So we just got back from a chocolate making event last night.
Last night. We had our chocolate making event, which was so much fun. It was fantastic.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Are you guys enjoying the sun shine?
Gosh.
I haven't seen any pictures yet. We're very jealous. Can you send us some pictures so we can be more jealous?
Well, we can like envision ourselves there.
That's right.
At the beach.
Send some pictures. I will pretend I'm there.
Sometimes that's how I fall asleep at night. I pretend I'm at the beach. When I can't sleep, I'm like, I am on the beach. The sun is beating down on me.
Beautiful. Chantel said they are at the beach. We need some pictures.
Yes. Picture proof.
So we had a beautiful time at the chocolate making
Beautiful
event.
time. It was beautiful.
I was actually thinking about the chocolate strawberries when I just said when beautiful came out. So.
Oh, yes. Chocolate strawberries were very delicious. There are none left. Actually, there was few treats left over because we were encouraging everyone to take some home so that we didn't have all these leftovers and we're like, oh man, what are we going to do with all these? Eat them, of course, would be Drew's thing.
I don't see a problem with that.
But, oh gosh, we did so much last night. It felt like we were always like racing against the clock in a way because we had so much to do and so many treats to give away. We started out by making the raw chocolate. Well, Drew, I guess, made a smoothie first, and then we made the raw chocolate. Here's a picture of me. Is that piece too big? What do you think, guys? That's one piece of raw chocolate. Too big? That's a serving, right?
That was fantastic.
Yeah, so that's the one that we made. It was an almond coconut, and we did it as a demo. And we whipped that up there, and so I was just showing them how to chop it up.
Well, this way. This is Jeff and Amanda. They came out to join us for our raw chocolate event.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
It's so nice to see people at our events, now that we're doing a bit more events. We actually know people. Before, when we first started doing events, it was, we were just getting to know everybody. So now it's interesting because we stand up and do our events and we already have like a connection or a history with most people in the room. And it's always nice still to have newbies as well.
Absolutely. Here's Dorothy making faces, eating her giant piece of chocolate.
Well, just like take a picture with the chocolate. What else was I to do but pretend to bite it? Come on! Is there any other way? What am I going to do? Smile beside it?
You could smile beside it.
Oh no, I'm going to freaking eat it.
Wow. Let's get rid of that.
Okay.
We thought it might be fun to show you guys some pictures of the night.
The people show that one. Because this is Jessica and Marina. And Jessica was the first one to sign up. So her, for the event. Thank you, Jessica. And so the prize was the salt lamp. So Jessica got that salt lamp as her prize for being the first to sign up.
It was the first couple.
First couple.
And then Jessica's like, can I bring Marina? We're like, of course. So that was cool. We're always like to try to offer something kind of fun like that to get you guys going, rolling.
Yeah.
How are we doing? Shall we show some more pictures?
Sure.
We had so much fun.
So much fun. This is Cindy and her girls. They've come to a few events now. They're super supportive, and it's always nice to have younger, how do you say that? Like younger?
The younger generation.
Younger people at the events, because Drew and I believe so much that getting kids started young on this journey.
Excuse you. The microphone's here. I need you not to tap on the table. Dorothy's like...
I was in the middle of saying something. I do that to Drew sometimes without even knowing. When he does something I don't like, I'm like...
She gives me this face, and I'm like, what kind of face is that?
It's the, don't tell me what to do face. That's what that is. I'm a little bit stubborn sometimes. I like to do things my own way. So when Drew's like telling me something, sometimes I'm like, give that face. Anyway, who else came to the event, Drew?
Moving on. Shauna's in our monthly membership group. She brought her mother-in-law, and we had so much fun. And we always appreciate your support, Shauna. And it was pretty cool to see people, of course, in our monthly membership group or people that we see in and around the community. So very cool. What else? Go ahead, Dorothy. I'm not going to touch your hand again because you throw a fit.
Because I'll throw a fit. Well, this was the quinoa chocolate cupcakes. So there's no flour, no sugar, no dairy, no eggs. It's just food in here, like good clean food. It's quinoa, honey. What else, Drew? Applesauce, cacao powder. So it's good, nutritious food. So sometimes it's hard because you look at a picture like this and you think of like a traditional cupcake and that it's going to be, bad for you, right? But you can feel, when you make these healthier treats, you can feel confident eating them is because they're actually going to fuel your body. There's complete truth protein in there. There's cacao powder in there. Like all of those foods are foods that are going to, like, your body's going to use, absorb, and it's going to give you energy. So it's like it's
good for you.
It's good for you.
Eat it.
Eat it. And be happy and don't feel any guilt at all.
Well, the thing is, when we're used to having something that tastes delicious or that looks delicious, we usually feel guilty because it's most of the time it's unhealthy. Mm-hmm. But that's why we run workshops like this, to show you and give you a chance to taste foods that taste absolutely delicious, that you don't have to feel guilty about eating.
Yeah.
And even at the event, we did give out quite a bit of like raw chocolate. We kept sending it around. We just had tons of it to share. But of course, there comes a time where you eat too much of it.
Oh yeah.
But with raw chocolate, we're putting these creations together and sharing them with you, so you know how to make healthier treats, and so you can have treats and food like this and not have to feel guilty. So stop it.
And the frosting was is a super simple recipe. It's just coconut cream, maple syrup, a little bit of honey, and then no maple syrup, a little bit of vanilla, and then to make it pink, we just used raspberries. So we had frozen raspberries thawed, and we used those. So it's super delicious and so good for you.
What are these?
Those are a new twist, our Valentine's Day twist on our protein balls. So complete truth protein balls. So we have decided, or the last couple of holidays, we're like, why not take our original protein ball recipe and make it holiday style? So at Christmas we made chocolate mint protein balls, and here we have for Valentine's Day raspberry chocolate protein balls. And it's just so easy. You take the original recipe, which takes I swear, like 5 minutes, and it's so fast to have a healthy snack. So all that's in there is oats, peanut butter, maple syrup or honey, and then complete truth protein. Then you can add nuts, you can add seeds, you can add dried fruit, chocolate chips if you want. But for our Valentine's Day style, we just added some thawed, frozen raspberries. We thawed them, and then some cacao powder, and then you have raspberry chocolate ones. They're delicious.
That's cool. And buy this one real quick.
That one is our shortbread cookies. So complete truth protein shortbread cookies. And it's tough sometimes because we have an idea, like shortbread cookies probably are more, how do you call it, like Drew, more of a like emotional connection of memories and stuff as kids. We, because at Christmas you make shortbread cookies and you decorate them, or like Valentine's Day, right? So sometimes it's harder to come up with a recipe that's kind of an exact replica. But these are delicious cookies, and they could be like kind of like a shortbread cookie, right?
Jelaine said your real food. Well, baking smoothies taste guilty, but they aren't.
That's the best part.
Once your body adjusts to eating these real treats, you don't even have to crave the other crap with all the other preservatives and refined sugar.
So true.
Absolutely, Jelaine. And thanks for tuning in and sharing that with us, because that's our main goal when it comes to creating healthy meals. We want you to know that you can create healthy meals. You can avoid those cravings. You can avoid all the sugar by nutritionizing your body properly with these delicious little treats.
Yeah, and another thing is, we put those treats in there strategically. There's a purpose in a way that we do the meal plans so that our bodies are being fueled all day long. So it's important to have these treats throughout the day, or these snack meals throughout the day, because if we have big gaps between our meals, then that's when those sugar cravings happen and we have those crashes. So the more frequently you can eat smaller meals throughout the day, the more your body is feeling satisfied or fueled properly, which makes those cravings stay away.
And that's how you increase your metabolism as well. Excuse me. You increase your metabolism by small meals throughout the day. So if you're always fueling your body, the food is always energizing you, which is what you're saying. If you're always energized with fuel and by food, then you don't run into those sugar cravings.
Yeah, we didn't just go like, 6 meals sounds good. Let's do that. There is reason and purpose.
This last one we're going to show you regarding.
Oh dear, these are so delicious. And it was a surprise for the people at our event last night. It wasn't on the menu. Did I use those correctly?
You have to go to the side to see.
This side. The menu. I often use these wrong. Drew, did I use them right?
Probably not.
Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. But all you do is you whip up a batch of your raw chocolate, dip your strawberry in it, and then instead of putting them in the freezer, I suggest putting them in the fridge. We put them in the freezer before, and what happens is the berry freezes, and then when it thaws, it's mushy. So to avoid your strawberry going mushy, keep those in the fridge instead of freezer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a wrap up. We are going to put together all the recipes, and we re-recorded the whole video. And there's the whole video.
The whole event.
We recorded the whole night, like the whole 2 hour. We have a video. It's raw. It's unedited. It's like you're actually there with us. Mm-hmm. And then we have all the recipes together. We're going to put together that in a nice little package. And we have a PDF for you with all the details and links. So,
except sometimes I walked away from the camera.
Often.
It was our first time filming like a full event. Sometimes Drew films like little snippets. So I kept walking out of the camera, and Drew was like, "Get back in the camera."
Often. I'm like, "Get back here." And she's like, I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, we have all that together, a nice little package for you. So we'll put a link here in the bottom in the comments in case you're interested in that.
I think you should check maybe the comments.
What?
I think we have some coming in that we've missed, perhaps. So I think you should check them. Should we get to our main topic? Topic.
Last night, Dorothy's like, I make up words. She was making up words.
Oh, it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day was a good one.
So on Valentine's Day. So our main topic today we wanted to bring up was about falling off the wagon. This came up in our Detoxify Yourself group that we've got going on right now. So that is based on Drew's book, Detoxify Yourself. We put everybody who purchased a book in a group, and we're all working through the 30-day meal plan together. It's not too late to join. If you wanna join us in the group, it's awesome. And we can hook you up with a book. And the only thing is you'd be starting at a different point than everybody else in the group, but that's not a problem. But it's so important to have that support when you are trying something new or on this journey of a healthy lifestyle. So the group means so much. So if you're interested in joining us, Drew and I are in there every day. People are in there posting inspiration, like food pictures, and just it's a place that you can feel comfortable about sharing what's going on in your journey, asking for help, finding motivation. So if it's something you're interested in and want to join us, you can private message us and let us know. And we'd love to have you join us.
Should I look for the Detoxify Yourself group? It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And actually, one of the comments that came in was, how did it say? It said, how could you not succeed with a group like this? And we're super, Drew and I, we're laid back, and it's just so casual and in the group, and we're all in there supporting each other because we truly want each other to succeed, right? So Drew's going to pull it up here for you guys to take a look. But one of the questions that came in, maybe Drew will show it here. One of the questions that came in was about falling off the wagon. I guess it wasn't really a question. It was more of maybe a reality check. But Ginny actually posted about how would you say?
Just wait a second. Let me show. I'm just pulling up the group here, so I want you guys to have a look. We have Chandel in there. She's posting her lunches, for example. We have Vanda who posted her overnight oats.
Yeah, and like overnight oats, for example, wasn't a recipe in the meal plan, but Vanda's been with us for a few years now in our monthly membership. So she's in there sharing different recipes, right, for others to try out. So that's always nice. That's Leona's meal. Yeah. And then we have little contests in there to help keep you motivated.
And you saw Chantel was in there. She posted her healthy smoothies here. Anyways, this is just the group. We wanted to show you, like in the meal plan, which we talk about, is these are foods in the meal plan, and people are posting because we have a fun little challenge going on. But this is what goes on in behind the scenes of our internet's a bit slow here, but that's what goes on behind the scenes, and we just wanted to open that up to you and show you what goes on, because that constant support is so important. Like Dorothy's talking about, we're always in there supporting, we're always in there answering questions. So that's, did I get it back? Are we back?
I don't know. He paused. But anyway, going back to our main topic for today, which was falling off the wagon. The most important thing that we wanted to touch on today about that was that it happens, right? It's a reality, and everybody has moments in their life where falling off the wagon is a reality. But we want to emphasize is that the most important part is getting back up and getting back on track. So it's not about how many times you fall off. It's about how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. And the guilt that we hold on to for falling off the wagon is much more detrimental to our health than actually what happened. So, for example, if you went out and had fast food, for example, and you dwell on it for a week and beat yourself up about it for a week, that is more hurtful to your body than the burger itself. So you went out, you had fast food, it happened, you keep moving forward. Like, get over it and just keep going forward is what we like to teach.
Well, you have the burger or whatever, you have the burger and fries, and you have it in that moment, and that's detrimental to our health. But then we relive it for hours and days and weeks after, and we never let it go. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the biggest issue, that carrying that with you and then repeating it over and over again is much more harmful to your health than the actual meal. And I know you want to get into this topic, but we have some questions and comments coming in. So we had Sandy that said, I'm so sad I couldn't come. Can you do this one again, please? We could consider that one again.
We have it taped, Sandy.
We do have it taped, so you can watch the whole thing live if that's something you're interested in again.
Is that the right way to say it these days? Taped?
Probably not.
Because, it's like on a cassette or on a VHS.
Sandy also said maybe you guys can make a cookbook. Well, in Detoxify Yourself, we actually have a number of recipes that we eat and make on a regular basis. So there are recipes in a type of cookbook. It also talks about toxins we put in and on our body. It's a 30-day meal plan full of recipes, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and GMO-free. So that's an option for you. But Dorothy is actually working on a book.
Yes.
And we released that.
Which is quite an adventure. I thought like, oh, just write a book. There you go, done. But it's been, oh gosh, it's been months and it's been quite a journey. So I'm still working on it, guys.
Dallas said good morning. Good morning, Dallas. I'm not sure if you're still there, but we do have quite a few viewers in here. So thanks to everyone who is tuning in with us. We just recapped our raw chocolate event, which is fantastic. It was so much fun. And then today we're getting to the topic of falling off the wagon. And I just wanted to mention also that Sandy asked if we're going to do the raw chocolate event again. We don't always, or we rarely do the exact same one. And we've had the requests come in, but we try to stay with a theme for the month. Like next month is going to be one for St. Patrick's Day.
I thought I was going to say Thanksgiving.
I almost said that. And then so next month is going to be for St. Patrick's Day. And then we had some people. We usually run them Thursday night. We had some people ask if we can run them on a different night. So if you want to request a night, we're thinking about maybe a Wednesday night. We'll have to see. But sometimes when we have people coming on Thursday night, then we say, well, we can't make it on Thursday. Can you make it on Wednesday? But then the people that can make it on Thursday can't make it on Wednesday. So it is a bit of a challenge trying to make it available for everyone at the same night. And we'd love to see you live. But this is why we're going to tape the events, and then we'll be able to send them out in different formats. At times, though, will be a charge. And I think people are like, you're charging? But we do, like, we want people there at the events, and then we have to respect the people that are coming there and paying because this is our job.
Yes.
So we give away tons of free content, but we do have products as well that we sell that make it possible to give free stuff away all the time like this. So
yeah,
hope you can understand that. Now, sorry, I feel like there's a lot that we needed to take care of.
Yes.
But we were just talking about falling off the wagon, and it's normal. Everyone does it. And I don't know where.
You think we don't fall off the wagon sometimes?
Like this week, we were making this raw chocolate, and I was like, Dorothy, no more raw chocolate.
Drew's like, what? One night, Drew's training, he comes home, he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I ate too much raw chocolate. Because I had been preparing and practicing for the event coming up that we did last night. So it happens, right? It happens to us too. You know, we have times when we're away or when we're, out of our norm, like that things come up. And it happens. Or the exercise wagon, sometimes you fall off that too. Not just the food wagon.
Yeah, I don't know where the idea or mindset comes from where we have to be perfect all the time.
All the time.
It's not realistic. It's not like the regular person, the average person. Like maybe if you're in a fitness competition, or maybe if you're training for a magazine photos, you never fall off for that short time, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or whatever it is. But when you live a regular lifestyle, things come up, and maybe you don't get a chance to make your meals, or maybe you're still used to going to fast food.
Maybe you have tradition where you go out for a certain night a week with family to a restaurant, or those things come up. So,
or maybe you're visiting family and there's a lot of treats there and they're sitting right in front of you. It's pretty challenging when they're always there.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We want to let you know that it's okay. You don't have to feel like you're the worst person in the world because you fell off the wagon. It's just normal. These things happen. So what can we do to maybe prevent these types of things?
Being prepared, right, is one of them. So if we know that there's an event coming up, or we're going out for dinner with family, or something out of our normal routine or schedule, take some time to prepare it for that. And it doesn't have to be a long time. It can be 5 minutes. It can be something like, oh, I'm going out for dinner here tonight with family or friends. Let me check out the menu and make my decision before I go. Yeah. And then heading into the meal, you already know what you're going to have. So you don't even really have to peruse the menu, right? You just already have made the choice. You just have to do that follow through.
Always check the menu before you go. You should check the menu before you decide the restaurant.
Right.
Because then you know that there's healthy options there. If there's no healthy options, or
choose a different one. We're talking together.
We're talking together here. I don't know what I was saying. What's next?
Next, another way to prepare is to bring something of your own if you're going to a family dinner or a dinner at a friend's house. Of course, talk to them before you go. Say, hey, I'd like to contribute to the meal. What can I bring? And then that way you know that there's something there that is what? Like healthy for you. Yeah.
Something that is along the lines of what you want to eat. Because because if there's nothing there that you can feel healthy eating, then I mean, of course you're going to fall off the wagon. It's not really setting ourselves up for success. But I think telling our family, like this goes along with a lot of holiday tips that we talk about, but like telling your family you want to live a healthy lifestyle. And maybe we don't like the whole diet thing, but maybe you could tell them that you're trying to make healthier changes in your life. And these are the things that would help. And you would appreciate their support. I think a lot of times we hide it. It's like a secret. And then when we go to their house and we don't, and we're like, oh, I'm not going to eat that. Or I don't eat that anymore. Or I'm going to skip dessert. They're offended.
Yes.
So, because they don't know why. It's a secret, so they feel like they've been left in the dark. But if you be upfront with them and tell them, then it's going to go that much more smoothly for you.
And it's another way to stay accountable, right? Because if we don't tell anybody what we're doing or what our goals are, then it's a lot harder to keep yourself accountable to your goals. So if you let people know, let your family know, let your friends know, it also is going to help you because you know they're going to be asking, how's that going? Or like, you know, so it's also a nice way to be accountable.
For fitness or like staying on track with exercise-wise, we actually just had Shauna share in our group. And Dorothy, you make one as well. It's a fitness calendar, and you write down your activity. So you have yoga one day, you have a high-intensity workout another day, and it helps you stay on track.
Yeah, and mine was Shauna's Shauna's calendar. Sorry, there we go. Is very nice, very artsy, very like pretty. Mine is not. It's just a printed out calendar, and each day I try to write what I did activity wise, and then I try to leave no boxes blank. So activity could be a yoga, or it could be a strength workout, it could be a run. So it's not the same thing every day, and the intensity is different because sometimes it's a walk, right? But just trying to be active every day. And, you know, I think like at the end of the month, I tally it up, and this is probably a teacher thing. But for example, if I was like 21 days out of 31, I get myself a percentage. And then it's like, whoa, I was only like 70%, for example. Then I know that the next month I have to try to get more active days. So,
and it's just another way to help you stay on track. It's just a little tool because you know, like you can see it in front of you. And a lot of times that's why we recommend a success journal, for example, or we call it a success journal. Sometimes people call it a food journal, but a success journal takes it to the next level.
It does.
But if you're recording, like you don't eat something many times, this is what people tell us. They're like, oh, well, I didn't eat that because I knew I had to record it.
Right.
And then same thing with workouts. You say, well, I went to workout because I didn't want to miss a day on my calendar.
I don't want blank boxes on my calendar.
And there's something powerful about writing down. That's why, you know, when you write down your thoughts at the end of the day, or you wake up and write, like there's something powerful or maybe even magical
releasing
in the pen when you're actually writing instead of typing. I think we were like meant to write more than type.
That's so true. Like when you're writing with a pen, it's so different than typing. It's like it has more meaning with the pen, right?
Magical pen.
It's more meaningful with the pen.
So if you write these things down, it's going to make a much bigger difference. If you're like, oh, don't remember your workouts, or you're not sure if you worked out, or you're not sure when the last time you worked out is, or when's the next time you're going to work out. So give that a try and see if that works out for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it helps you see what you've been doing. So for me, I try to get a nice balance between strength training and then cardio, like running or cardio workouts. So it's like, oh, I did 4 strength training. I better get some cardio in, right? Or, oh, I've ran 5 times this week. I better do strength, right? So it helps balance it, and you can actually see, because without it written down, I don't remember. I couldn't tell you what I did Monday unless I looked at my calendar, right? So just a nice way to stay accountable.
Sandy said, I think I need to try writing in the calendar. Yeah, absolutely.
Try it.
It'll make such a big difference, really. Even if you have something like on a board, like sometimes
A whiteboard.
Well, I was thinking about like those big
Chart papers?
Yeah, like big chart papers. I like those. Like
Drew wants those.
I like a big chart, so you can see, like, every time you pass by it, you see it. Like, is there a check mark? Or did you get your workout in? Did you do your meditation? Like, there's all kinds of different things you can do. But if it's in like a little booklet, I can close that and put it away. If you have it like on big chart paper,
On the wall?
I put it on the wall, like a big giant chartboard on the wall. So if you walk by it, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I got to do that.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you look at it. Did I do that? I got to do it. So that's a great idea to give it a shot.
But that's a good point, to put it somewhere where you constantly see it. On the fridge, on the bathroom mirror, in front of your computer. Like, somewhere there you're going to constantly be reminded, I got to do that. Don't want any blank days. So.
Yeah. Any other tips? I want to go to the CLC page.
Okay.
Why don't you talk about that for a minute?
Well, I'm not sure how much information I have on it to share, but all I know is the CLC today is doing Mental Health Awareness Day. So they have tons of things going on. Drew's going to pull up the page here. But one of the things that I thought was so cool is they have spin bikes set up around the track. So if you have ever been to the CLC, you know they have a wonderful walking, running track that goes around the gym. So they have those bikes set up around the track where you can go and cycle in support of mental health, right? And I'm not exactly sure, maybe Drew, you can help me out, but I'm not exactly sure how the donations and things work, but they're raising money for mental health, correct?
Yeah, they're talking about make some noise for mental health in the Broncos. I think everyone thinks they're the same thing, but Broncos are a bit different, separate from the CLC. They work together in a number of different things. And this one in particular is called Make Some Noise for Mental Health. So the Broncos are raising awareness for their games. So they have games tonight.
Yes, they have volleyball games tonight at 6 and 8.
And then is that the only games? And there's basketball.
Basketball. I'm not sure about hockey. Sorry, hockey girls. But the schedule is on oldcollegebroncos.com if you want to check out some games this weekend. The schedules are posted there. We have basketball games tomorrow night, and then some more volleyball tomorrow during the day as well. So there's tons of games going on this weekend as well. And what were they doing, Drew? Some type of shootout as well, right?
I'm not sure about shootout.
What was that post I saw? He's going to find it. We'll clarify for you guys. But anyway, so there's tons of stuff going on over there. It's so nice that, we have the CLC in our community. There's so many great things happening over there. We feel fortunate to live in a community where all of these things are going on and happening. I think it's that post, Drew. No, that's the Ride for Mental Health, right? That's the spin bike one?
Yeah. So
yeah. There we go.
These are the spin bikes that are set up on the track. So you can actually go, and they're tracking to see the leaderboard to see how far you've actually ridden.
Road? Not
Actually,
sure about that. That you rode? Maybe it is ridden. I'm not sure. Biked. How about that?
So anyways, they're set up around the track, as you can see in this picture here. Here's some guys riding this morning. And so you can go there throughout the day. Can you go throughout the weekend maybe?
I wish I knew more, but I'm not sure. But check out the CLC Facebook page, because they're constantly putting up photos throughout today and probably the weekend about what's going on. So if you need more details, just head over to CLC Fitness Center on Facebook.
Here's Melanie was there early. It looks like they were there with 96.5 CKFM, and which is where Exploring Mind and Body airs. Oh, yes. There's a little plug for me.
Without even knowing.
Exploring Mind and Body plays on 96.5 CKFM every Sunday evening if you want to check me out on air. I wish the computer was a bit faster, but
down below, one more post. No, one more post.
Well, this one here says they're all set up and ready to make some noise for Ride for Mental Health. And it's a free fitness center drop-in for participants and the spin class at 12:15 today. So if you want to go down there at lunch, you can go and join in on the fun. And
this is the Broncos one I was trying to tell you about. So I guess, is that to do with the bikes as well, Drew?
What's that?
This Broncos post?
This one here says Stack Fitness is sponsoring it. So if you ride, you get 25 cents for every kilometer biked. All the funds are raised and donated to the Canadian Mental Health Association, and they're trying to reach 3,442 kilometers, and they're offering free drop-ins all day for those who want to participate.
And then they have a free spin class at 12:15 to 12:45, like we mentioned before. And then everyone's entered into a draw.
Yeah, so they have CLC long sleeve T-shirts or old Broncos gear as well. And we're going to be down there with...
Oh, that's where I got shootout from, you guys. See that shirt says Broncos Shootout Champions? That's where I got shootout. So that shirt is actually a prize for a draw.
Yeah.
See, I knew I saw that word somewhere.
Okay. So you can head down there all day to help them raise awareness and raise money, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we're fortunate to be able to have a place like the CLC, so we wanted to mention that. Can I get back?
I hope so. Drew's just figuring all this out here. Yeah. Is that, we have been talking for a very long time.
Yeah, that's all right. We went a little bit longer today, but that's okay. Hilda just jumped in there. Hi, Mom. So, excuse me. And that's pretty much it. So we wanted to talk about wanted to wrap up our event. I feel like this is like a weekend review of what we have going on at True Form. But we wrapped up our raw chocolate event, and we have more details about our new event coming up soon. Mm-hmm. We have St. Patrick's Day.
We're doing an event just before St. Patrick's Day. We'll get all the info out soon. And what we're doing is we're going to have a green theme. I thought Green Machine was a great title, but last night when I brought it up at the event, I don't think people were...
Don't think I was all excited.
I was all excited. I was like, hey guys, how about we call our next one the Green Machine? And everyone's like, oh my gosh, is she serious right now? But anyway, we're going to be talking about everything green. We're going to be doing green smoothies. We're going to be doing green salads. And then we're going to do a green meal, like some type of green meal. I have a couple ideas going around. Pesto is one of the ideas because pesto is so quick and easy and simple to make, and it's green. So we have a bunch of ideas going on around that, but it'll be basically how to create a green meal.
Yeah, so you can stay tuned coming up. We do put up quite a bit of posts. We'll make a group and let people know. So you guys that are involved on our page here, you'll definitely see that. So hopefully, we'd love to see you in person. Hopefully you can make our next event. And then we talked about how to stay on the wagon. And then we talked about prevention. Like Sandy said green chocolate.
Shamrock chocolate?
Oh, there you go, Sandy. We'll throw in some chocolate there in case you missed the raw chocolate event.
We could throw something green in chocolate. Stevia.
Chocolate mint.
Oh, mint.
Chocolate mint.
That probably would be better than
What about
stevia.
Like a chocolate mint smoothie? How's that, Sandy? Chocolate mint smoothie?
Although
CTB?
I do think we had chocolate mint smoothie at our Christmas event.
Oh.
So we'll have to come up with like a shamrock smoothie or something. But I think we are going to show you guys green smoothies too. Sure.
Oh yeah, it's a staple. We have one every morning, so we'll show you how to make those.
Yeah.
So we went over. We just went over falling off the wagon. Like it's okay. Just to recap, it's okay to fall off the wagon. Get back on.
Just accept that's what happened, and then move on.
It's normal. Don't expect perfection.
Yes.
It's okay to fall off. Get back on. Dust yourself off. Get back in the game.
That's right.
We're Sports Select.
Sports Select.
Just kidding. Is that thing still around?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It used to be like a gamble. You could like bet on games.
I don't know this stuff. I
Okay.
was in my room reading books, not playing sports.
That's gambling. I wasn't gambling. Okay. And
Anyway.
then we said, what was the last one? CLC?
We talked about Raise Some Noise for Mental Health going on today at the CLC.
So at CLC, you can go in and ride on their spin bikes on the track. Super
So
cool. And then you can help every kilometer, I think, is 25 cents, which will be donated from, I'm not sure, Stack or Track.
Yee, we should know this. But Drew and I are heading over around, this morning sometime in about an hour or so. So if you want to catch us there too, you can head on over and we'll be there spinning our little hearts up.
We're also going to do a sale with Complete Truth Protein.
Oh, yes.
So I think we're going to donate $5 from every purchase to raise awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that helps as well.
Yes.
And I thought there was something else. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
This is a bit longer, but we thought we always try to like rush through it and get like 20 minutes in, but we thought let's just hang out.
Yeah.
And if you come in, want to hang out with us for a few minutes and leave, or come back, or stay the whole time, whatever. We're here with you the whole time. You know, some people have hour shows. Hours.
I'm sure we could talk for an hour. I don't know if you want to listen for an hour.
About nothing. Maybe it'll be like Seinfeld.
Oh, the show about nothing. Look at that. Second time that happened today.
Oh boy.
We're like this.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, we're going to be at the CLC today. We're going to be hanging out. We got some work to do. Well, are you done over there?
But it's not like this. It's like this.
Oh man.
Okay, we better let you guys go get on with your day.
Have an awesome Friday. Have
Friday.
a wonderful weekend. We're going to be here in the group or in the online here throughout the day. So if you have questions for us, let us know. And again, we always appreciate your support. So have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Catch you later.